Hey, it's your boy KC Boxing. First, I want to give a shout out to the LDBC. Great group of guys. Great group of guys that will help you no matter what the cause might be. But I can tell you one thing they could not help, and that's HBO. HBO decided to close their doors, as we all know, about a week or so ago. Actually, they're not really closed. I think they're going to do one more fight, and I believe that would be it for the boxing part of HBO. The Game of Thrones will still be there, I assume, and other shit we don't care about. But I'm going to tell you something. I do believe in karma. I'm a Christian, and I shouldn't believe in karma. I should believe in God and what God can do. But we all are sinners. We all fall short. And I believe in karma. And I believe that karma comes full circle, then bite you in the ass. Hello. Somebody listen to me now. I'm going to tell you this. HBO, Boxing After Dark. HBO been pioneers of boxing. They've been pioneers of boxing after dark. They've been pioneers of putting on one of the best fights ever. They've been pioneers for the stepping stones of Golden Boy. But, it's a but in there. HBO has done all these great things for boxing. But they was never good at who they chose to represent them. People like Larry Merchant, Jim Lampley, Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman, he is the type that he's okay sometimes, and sometimes he's a pain in a biased way in the ass. Because he would try to talk and to walk like he know exactly what's going on. I knew a guy like that who would use big words and use big adjectives and compound words, but dumb as a box of rocks. Because when you pull his coattail on that shit, he's trying to switch it up on you. Well, what's a hypothesis? You mentioned that. What was that? Well, it's it's something that well, it's hard for me to explain. That's because you heard somebody else say it. It's what you call an educated guess. Like I tell my son, If you're going to use a word and you don't know what it means, look it up. I bought him a little dictionary that he could carry with him. Look it up. Don't be something that you're not. Don't try to hang with somebody that you can't hang with. And I'm talking about financially wise, garment, clothing wise. If you ain't got it, you just don't got it. And HBO did not have it. They had it, but they lost it. Jim Lampley lasted that long at HBO. So that tells me that his boss has a bigger problem than he has. Because Jim Lampley, he was keen, he was high on Floyd Mayweather when Floyd was with HBO and Top Rank. He praised the Floyd Mayweather family. Yes, the Black Mamba. He praised Uncle Roger. He praised Floyd Mayweather Sr. But at least I could say Larry Merchant was honest with his bullshit. Jim Lampley was a racist asshole who wasn't scared to take sides and to pump up non-African American fighters. He wasn't afraid. And when someone is not afraid to say what they're thinking, then that means that they have full reign and it comes from someone upstairs. Now, if I can say anything I want about a fighter or a fighter's family or anything on the air, I'll be shaking in my boots. I would be saying this was my last night here at HBO. But no, Jim Lampley made a living of degrading mostly black fighters. Then he started pumping up fighters that need to be pumped up. Chocolito wasn't that great of a fighter. HBO made him that great of a fighter. Chocolito was a banger. He would stand there, no movement. First round, he might throw a couple jabs, and after that, it's just who would get tired the first, or who can throw the hardest punches at the end. That's all he was. He didn't have no angles. He wasn't using the jab to get into the inside. He didn't work off the jab. He haven't thrown no overhand right. He has done none of that but slug in the middle of the ring. And thank God that he was in shape. But if you listen to Jim Lampley, Larry Merchant, oh yeah, if you listen to them, and Roy Jones, you too, you was cooning and buffooning also, and don't try to say you wasn't. Now that it's gone, you was. It's all over YouTube. Trust me. You was. And they blew this man up so much that he got the shit knocked out of him. He got hit with the easiest shot. Why? Because HBO said he was this king at his weight class, that no one can touch him or hurt him. Same way they did Triple G. Every time I would flip to the fight game, going past it, all I heard was Gennady Golovkin. Not Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. Pound for pound list. Fuck a pound for pound list. How you gonna have a pound for pound list and you ain't got the people that's winning? That it doesn't matter how big they are in their division, they still will fight them? Earl Spence not on the pound for pound list? It's a biased list. Just like that copy box shit. They count your punches. Count how many were thrown, how many was landed. Floyd proved that. Your opponent all fucked up. And copy box says that you was the aggressor. You threw the most punches. You did the most damage. And here you is. You fucked up. Don't believe the hype. Don't ever believe the hype again. I don't know the future of HBO. Nor do I give a shit. In reality, HBO seen that this day was coming. They knew this day was coming. When Showtime was putting on the best fights damn near every month. Then when Floyd Mayweather signed that $35 million a fight deal, $35 million a fight deal, they know that their bubble had burst. I remember tape. Well, actually, I remember the fight. So, George Foreman was commentating at that time with Larry Merchant and Jim Lampley when Floyd Mayweather was fighting. Well, he's fighting in his hometown and he couldn't sell out his own city. Well, Larry, do you think he'll ever be a star? Well, no, never. Not to the plateau of Oscar De La Hoya or someone like that, no. No, I don't think he'll be a star. I mean, they talk plenty of shit. Not only did Mayweather surpass them, he surpassed what they said and how they said it, all the way to the bank till he left them. Now, supposedly, when you leave one network and go to another, you have to give that network a time to match that offer. They didn't even try. You know what? Mayweather made them look bad, made them eat their words, and he was happy to leave there. Same way with Top Rank. See, Oscar De La Hoya was their cash cow at that time. Yes, Floyd Mayweather Sr. was training Oscar De La Hoya. So Floyd said, hey, you ain't got time for me. And Bob Arum gonna act like Floyd was the reason why he left. Because Floyd asked, can he have his picture on the side of the MGM Grand? A whole big side of the building. Which was kind of ludicrous, but he asked anyway. Because Floyd is Floyd. You know, he do things big. So, Bob Arum said, I'm not spending that type of money on you. Well, Floyd said, well, I just go somewhere else where they will spend it on me. And you know what? They did. And to this day, they had that picture of Floyd hanging in the MGM Grand. They gave him a lifetime suite all the way to the top. He made them billions and billions of dollars. That's why. Every fight Floyd Mayweather had all the way till he retired was in the MGM Grand. Conor McGregor, that was at the T-Mobile Arena, which the MGM Grand owned. Well, basically his kids go there to party or whatever, and you can't get to the floor without a key. Hell, you can't get off the floor without a key. The elevator opens up, you walk right into your suite. That's his for life. I mean, it's a small price to pay, but it's his. Normally, it's fit for the high rollers. He's a high roller too. But see, it's all about karma. What goes around comes around. That's what I'm trying to say. You know how people say, man, he was a beautiful person. He's gone, but he'll never be forgotten. Well, as you read my title, and you seen that empty ring on HBO, look at the screen, you see that empty ring. And that title reads, HBO gone, and definitely not forgotten. Or definitely forgotten. Karma comes full circle on their asses. That's right. I believe in that shit. Just like Eddie Hearn. Karma bit him in the ass when his first Chicago show. Then you got Demetrius Andre. He's talking plenty of shit now. Because he know he on his way to get a belt. Who he's fighting nobody. And my man, Goodfellas Sport, I'm with him on that. I really believe they knew Billy Joe Saunders was taking something that he had no business taking. He wasn't stopped up. Now, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. See, I'm not one of them two-faced cats. I like Billy Joe Saunders. I really do. I like Floyd Mayweather. I really do. But he's an attention seeker. Billy Joe Saunders, he played too fucking much. Just like a little brother. You know how he was fucking with that prostitute? You know, slap that man and I give you this cocaine or whatever. That bitch slapped him. But see, you don't play with people like that. So, they knew what was happening. They told this African cat, whoever he is, because nobody knows him, and nobody's going to the zone to fight if they got a great promoter behind them that can win a purse bid. Because don't listen to Eddie Hearn. Don't. To fight one of his fighters, you don't have to fight on the zone. Either you go to a purse bid or you negotiate and fight at a neutral site and not on the zone or whatever. And if you win that purse bid and he still wants you to fight on the zone, then he got to drop that belt. Just like my man CJ said. Good fellow, Sports TV. And as I was saying earlier before I started, that's another good brother. And he's right. If I catch anybody talking about him, I'm going to put him in a place and I'm going to block him. He shouldn't have to see that shit. He one of the pioneers of this shit. So, let me go on and talk about HBO. Now, where would they go from here? I'll tell you where they're going to go. They're going to get into basketball. They may start showing football. Probably the NBA is a more lucrative business. It's a team sport. Boxing is an individual sport. And you got to have a good backing behind you. I just listened to Tevin Farmer interview. I didn't like Tevin Farmer. I really didn't. I really wanted him and Tank to fight where Tank would just knock the shit out of him. And God, please forgive me, knock them damn eyes straight. But he didn't talk that way. He didn't talk bad about Tank. He just said, I don't give a fuck about Tank. Tank got issues outside the ring, which is true. At least this young man is maturing. Now, I still call him a B-level fighter because that's what he is. Tank can fight. Tank is heavy-handed. Tank is fast. But Tank got to handle his shit. He should have came out to Las Vegas and left them Baltimore streets and clubs alone. You know guys are jealous. Then you go and wear all this jewelry. You know how Baltimore is right there by Washington, D.C.? Back in the days, it used to be a drug kingpin called Rayford Ape Edmonds. He supplied the whole Washington, D.C. cocaine. He had a guy named Migo on his team. And all he did was rob people with gold chain. He don't give a shit you famous or not. And he dare you to try to get it back. He carried not one pistol, but 3. That's right. Then he get in a fist fight after the bar. I mean, come on. Grow the fuck up and get real. And take this boxing seriously. Now, Floyd, I can understand his position. He wanted Tank to come out there, but leave his trainer that he grew up with or grew up training him there. And he said, no, I didn't want to leave my trainer there the one that got me where I'm at today. But believe it or not, Calvin is a distraction too. Because Calvin's around that shit too. I'm not saying Calvin a bad person or anything, but Calvin do what? He reminds you of home. You need to get away and focus. Calvin will be there after the fight. You need to be there and focus. Then you go get Cunningham. Good brother now, don't get me wrong. Good trainer, good brother. I assume he was a good police officer. But when you got Adrian Broner, Gervonta Davis, and Robert Easter Bunny all together being trained by one trainer for all of them, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for an L. And you know what? That's what all of them got. Except for Tank, because he couldn't make it. They had to cancel the fight. So yeah, that's like an L. They all got an L. Why? Because they homies. They focus. Adrian Broner, the best fight I seen him in was with DeMarco. That's the only fight he actually fought his ass off, and he fought like a champion. Now he just stay drunk all the time. So HBO, sorry to see you go, but you didn't do nobody no favors. In the last 10 years, maybe more, you was an ass to a lot of good fighters. Then the fighters that didn't fight anymore, you treat them like shit. Except for Roy Jones Jr., because he's cooning and buffooning. If I'm saying it right, Ticker TV. That's another guy that's a good brother. He gonna tell it like it is. So, I'm not gonna hold you all long. I just wanted to tell you that HBO, yeah, they gone, but they won't be. They will be. It won't be forgotten. I'm sorry. Shit, you're getting me mixed up. We're glad to see him go. Trust me. HBO gone and definitely not forgotten. That's what my title is saying. That's right. So, with that, again, HBO, if you ever get back in boxing, I hope and pray that you choose a team that's non-biased, that's non-racist, and non-judgmental. So, there you go. Straight from KC Boxing Mouth. Again, I'm KC Boxing. If you like the content of this video, you can donate to this channel to keep it going. The link is in the description box. If you do subscribe to this channel, hit the icon bell and you'll get notified each and every time I do a video. And also, Hit that like button on the way in or out. Smash it like you want to smash HBO. I mean, don't that ring look lonely? The lights off and everything. They taking down the boxing sign and shit probably by now. Then Eddie Hearn gonna say, well, Showtime be out of business in a little while, a few months. No. The WBC alone is committed to 32 fights that Showtime / PBC be showing. Al Heyman's stable is too big. They can fight each other and still fill all the dates for the whole next year or two. So try something else, Mr. Hearn. And to you American fighters that's going over there to the zone, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now, I'm not saying be ashamed of the money. Because hell, money talks, bullshit walks. But if you getting paid, kudos to you. But don't let that little money make you forget about your values, your morals. Because sometimes money can do that. And who could play that game the best? Mr. Edward Hearn. He believed that every weakness to a black man is money or drugs. No. I guarantee you won't do Deontay Wilder like that. Again, I'm KQ, I'm KC. Boxer. Need for you to subscribe to this new, this is a new decorative channel. And again, shout out to my homies from the LDBC. Shout out to Fanon International Boxing. Go check him out. Shout out to Rough House Boxing TV. Go check him out. Check out Goodfellas Sports TV. Good brother. Check out 78 Sports. Another good brother. And you gotta go check out my boy Black Fight Fan. Man, he got that trill talk for you, baby. Every day. That's right. Every day. And you know you gotta go check out my man Ticket TV. We're the LDBC. You tell it like it is. You don't like it, you can go somewhere else. I'm out of here. Oh, one more thing. I'm not new to this boxing shit. But I'm true to this boxing shit. Peace and love.